This is a First Defense Weather Alert.
Good Sunday afternoon, and it is 4:41. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center, and we wanted to give you a brief update on the weather situation going on for this afternoon. Now, as of right now, we are severe clear. We have no active severe weather warnings in our area as of right now. It's been relatively quiet across the western southern tier, but Andrew, if we can put on the watch warning map, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that is in place for all of the southern tier, which includes Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Allegheny, and also including Warren counties as well. Does not include Erie County in Pennsylvania due to some uncertainty about the storms out that way. But understand, if you are watching me right now and you live in the southern tier, you are under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock this evening. Now, there is a storm that is moving out of Oil City, Pennsylvania, coming up into the western part of Warren County. And if we can zoom down into that, Andrew, I just want to show you what this storm is going to look like. It's this section of the storm right here that is moving up into Warren County. This is a special weather statement, this tan polygon right here. That is a severe thunderstorm warning, and they are issuing a special weather statement on this simply just because the storm is likely not as severe as it once was. You can see the maximum hail size, about 1/4 of an inch. Again, that's just, very minor amount of hail there. Maximum winds could be upwards of 55 miles an hour. That's borderline severe. So as a matter of fact, if we can put the wind threat product on here, this will give us an idea of the winds of this particular storm. And this is a product that we have on First Defense Doppler radar. And if you can't put that product on, that's okay. But the main message here is if you live in that western section of Warren County from Tidiu west of Warren, this is going to be that storm that's coming up on you as of right now. But to understand, you're under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock. So that means between now and 10 o'clock, we could see severe thunderstorms rolling across the region. And understand, the difference between a watch and a warning is that a watch means that conditions are possible for severe weather to occur. That's the wind threat product. And you can see here that we could be looking at wind gusts possibly of around over 50 miles an hour, maybe 45, 46 miles an hour down here in the core, maybe about 53. 56. So again, this is mainly going to be the main threat with that storm, mainly gusty winds. So between now and 10 o'clock, you could see severe weather. And understand, the watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe thunderstorms in that watch area. And so if we can, let's go to the main graphics system. And here is the newest computer model run. This is called the HRRR, or the HRRR. It's a super high resolution mesoscale model that we use for severe weather. So this is the newest run just in, and it still continues to show showers and thunderstorms developing through this afternoon. Now understand, any one of these could be strong to severe, and if storms become strong to severe, it's mainly going to be a damaging wind gust threat, and also there could be some large hail. Now this is out ahead of the cold front. This is actually the cold front coming on in, but it's not going to be one solid line of storms coming in with the cold front. It's going to be bursts of showers and storms coming in with the cold front. So could be a second round by about 8, 9 o'clock this evening. We could be dealing with more of the same, and then this continues through the overnight hours, possibly past midnight. Even though the watch is scheduled to end at 10 o'clock, some of this may continue to linger past the watch expiration time at 11 o'clock. And don't forget, even though we do have a small risk of an isolated spin-up tornado through the afternoon and evening, just make sure you have your severe weather safety plan intact just in case a tornado warning is issued and you are in that particular polygon. So obviously, when it comes to tornado safety, a small interior room is all you need on the lowest floor near the center, away from windows. That's all you need to stay safe during a tornado. And make sure you have a severe weather safety kit with you. Hard sole shoes in case you have to walk over tornado debris. An air horn in case you are injured. during this, oftentimes if you are injured during a tornado, you sometimes are not able to vocalize your need for help. So that is why having an air horn is important in your severe weather safety kit. So in that way you can squeeze the air horn, and the first responders have been trained to listen for that within tornado damaged areas, and they will know where you are. Helmets for everybody. This is a big deal that the Weather Enterprise, I don't think we've done a good job explaining the fact that everybody needs helmets. Part of the reason people lose their lives in tornadoes is the fact that they're lofted and they're injured, and a lot of the injuries occur to the face and skull region. So having a helmet on for everybody, that's kids, adults, everybody, needs to have a helmet on, and always make sure you have your ID with you. Let's go back to the radar, and we'll just take a wide view of what's going on right now, Andrew, and we'll just take a wide view of First Defense Doppler radar, if we can switch back to the second radar source. This will be the First Defense Doppler radar, and we're mainly watching a couple storms. Well, really one storm that is coming up into Warren County. Thank you very much. It's mainly this storm of question right here that is coming up into Warren, that western section of Warren County. Nothing severe yet. The Weather Service and State College has opted to issue a special weather statement simply for the fact that the storm might not be as severe as it once was, but they are indicating winds could be upwards of 55 miles an hour, along maybe with some small hail associated with this as well. And if this storm continues on that same northerly track, it might wind up in western Chautauqua County as well. So again, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that if the storm lasts this long. These are pop-up storms that are forming because we have high humidity, and humidity is a main driving factor. Plus, we've also seen some breaks of sunshine today as well. Even though the cloud cover has been kind of stubborn, we've had a few peaks of sunshine through the afternoon hours today. So that is helping some of these storms to continue firing up. And so again, this is pretty much what's going on right now across the region. Let's put on the hail threat product just to see what the hail looks like in this particular storm. And again, the Weather Service was estimating small hail, and there's your hail core right there. And maybe we can put on the probe to see what the radar is estimating. Again, it's estimating about 1 inch, maybe a little over 1 inch hail. That might be a bit overdone. But again, you could see upwards of about 1 inch hail, maybe a little less than that. So again, not out of the question, you could be dealing with maybe upwards of quarter-sized hail. Again, these are radar algorithms. These are not exactly what you're going to see at the ground level. All these radar algorithms are, use a bunch of mathematical equations to try to figure out the hail size. And this is just a radar estimate. Doesn't mean you're going to see 1.2 inch hail, but again, you could be dealing with something a little bit smaller than that. So let's put the reflectivity data. Just do a wide view of the region, just one more time to just kind of show you what's going on here across the region. So understand, if you're across the southern tier, Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties, it's been mainly quiet. And again, it's been quiet. That's the good thing. We hope it stays quiet. I mean, we don't want severe thunderstorms and damage and hail and all that stuff. We don't want that. The good news, the good thing here would be, the atmosphere stays capped, and storms don't fire across the western southern tier, and we get by without an issue. But, you can't take that gamble, and that is something that we're going to have to watch through the afternoon hours. So this was just a little quick update to show you kind of what's going on as we approach the 5 o'clock hour. And again, even though nothing has happened so far, the event is not over. I mean, we still have several more hours to go before things really could get, before things really could start to get gnarly. So just keep it tuned here. It's a slow start, but we'll just see what happens here. The atmosphere is very capped in the low levels today. So this is a live look outside our studio from the HD News Now Cam. And you see those breaks in the cloud cover. And usually on a day, when you see breaks in the cloud cover, everybody's jumping for joy. But on a day like this, when you have the atmosphere kind of primed, you don't want sunshine. You want those clouds to kind of stay locked in together, because that helps to keep the atmosphere capped and will prevent those storms from flaring. In fact, Andrew, I believe, has put up the satellite imagery along with the radar imagery, and that'll actually show you a little bit kind of where there's, again, breaks in the cloud cover here across the region. So again, where you're seeing the breaks in the cloud cover, that's where the sunshine is starting to peek out. And on a day like this, you don't want the sunshine. You want the clouds to be socked in. But we'll just have to to wait and see as we approach the evening hours. And again, we're not going anywhere. I'll be here all night. And so, that's just the nature of what we do here in this business. So this was just a quick update to tell you what's going on. The event is not over just because it really hasn't started yet across the western southern tier. But you ask the people in Warren, they had a severe storm that passed by there about an hour ago. Now here comes another one coming up mainly across the western portion. And again, mainly going to be a wind threat with that if they opt to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Warren County, but as of right now, that is just a special weather statement. So as of right now, what we are going to do, because we don't have any warnings in our broadcast area as of right now, we are going to go off the air, but if coverage warrants, we'll come right back on the air with long form coverage. If there's a tornado warning, if there's anything that is a significant warning, we'll be right back on the air. And of course, we'll be here, in the weather office, keeping an eye on this all throughout the afternoon and evening. So for everybody in the First Defense Weather Center, we've got Andrew Stevenson on the radar. We got Jackson Hickey in here as well. Justin Gould, everybody in the control room, everybody. Want to thank you for watching our special weather coverage. And of course, if coverage warrants, we'll come right back on the air with live coverage should anything break out. And of course, keep it tuned here to our social media, the First Defense Weather page on Facebook. I'm at HuntersWX, HUNTERSWX on Twitter. I throw a lot of stuff out there as well. And Jackson, what is your Twitter handle? Isn't it Jackson Hickey WX? Yes, Jackson Hickey WX. So follow Jackson on Twitter as well. And so we'll all keep you updated throughout the evening and night. So stay safe. Make sure you have your plan in place. And we'll continue watching this throughout the evening hours. Stay safe through the afternoon. And we'll see you right back here for News Now at noon if we don't have any coverage through the afternoon and evening. We'll see you right back here for News Now at noon on Monday afternoon. Have a good night.
This is a First Defense Weather Alert.